This segment is brought to you by my friends at Cabbage.com. You guys know I am a big, huge, enormous fan of Cabbage. They have made it possible for me to get some amazing deals on stuff because they were my little silent business partner over there when I needed a little bit of liquid cash to go grab something really good to resell. They were there. If you guys have not checked out, if you qualify, totally risk-free, just go see if they'll give you some. You don't have to take it, but it's really nice to know that it's there. And you can use the link getsomecabbage.com, and that's cabbage with a K. Check it out. See what you qualify for. I'm telling you, you never know. You never know the day is going to come when you're out someplace and somebody has 15 Murano clowns for, $100 and you don't have the cash. Wouldn't it be nice to just boom, 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 get it in your PayPal account within 10 minutes and you got it? That's a silly example, but you get the concept. Mine is more like $1,500, so I have stuff spread out on my table right now. That was one of my cabbage helps, so getting that stuff up now. All right. So I had a couple of little scores this week that I can tell you about. I listed a whole bunch of seashell stuff. I've gotten a lot of inquiries on this really weird kind of seashell handmade lamp thing, both on Etsy and eBay. I need to get a little bulb and actually put it in because people are asking too many questions. Oh, I know. I just said Murano clowns just for giggles because you guys, if you've watched the show in the past, those sell really well, and I tend to run across them often. Yes. Yeah, so running a can of cabbage is good. I have one of those. So this, out of all this stuff, and nobody wants the stuff at the auction. When I go to the auction, nobody wants the stuff. I get all this big, ugly, obnoxious stuff because people look at it and go, what would you do with that? Me? I sell it. So this was one piece that came in a lot of stuff, and I think there was 5 things in this particular lot. And this wasn't even the best piece, but this one sold first. Item number, let me find it on my sheet, 221252524244. And this is it's a bunch of seashells. But this is pottery. It's not real seashells, this one. But it's really ugly. I'm sorry. This thing is just ugly. But I put Hollywood Regency, decor, we kind of sold the sizzle on it, and it sold for a best offer of $55. What the heck, I think I paid 20 or 25 for the entire lot of pieces. I have some things in there that are, I got vintage swizzle sticks from the old El Rancho casino that came with this. I got just tons of stuff. If you look at my store, you'll see all the ugly seashell stuff. Yeah. Tammy's questioning my use of Hollywood Regency in this. Yep, it fit. It fit for some reason. I don't know why. This weird, wacky shell stuff fits in Hollywood Regency too. What can I say? Use it if you can. The other thing that I took a chance on at the thrift store, and I wasn't quite sure because I'd never heard of Boogie's Diner. I didn't know if they were current or folded up or whatever, but these were Homer Laughlin, which is also a really good brand. So I thought, what the heck? And I got a set of 7 of these Homer Laughlin Boogie's Diner plates, serving plates. I think there was 4 of the big ones and 3 of the small ones. Anyway, it's item number 221255451488. And I took a best offer of $74 on these. I didn't pay that much. They're restaurant wear, and it's weird because there is still a Boogie's Diner. I believe it's in Denver, but the one that was here in Vegas closed down. So they're kind of going away. I suspect somebody is going to put these away until they all go away, because then they'll be a lot more collectible. But they were cool, you know, and just something. Restaurant wear, traditionally, I've done really well with, especially if it's a discontinued or closed restaurant. Yep, yep, yep. All right, and I should have brought one of these in because I still have a bunch of these. So when my daughter was out here last, we went shopping at Savers because that's what you have to do when your daughter comes and visits, right? And they had a bunch of these old Marx, M-A-R-X, plastic horses, and they've just thrown on the kids' shelves because that's how they do it. And the kids come in and they like mess everything up. So these were just tossed on the shelf all over the place. We kept finding them, and I grabbed the first one. I saw that it was marked. They had a vintage look. So that's what made me grab it in the first place. And I grabbed the first one, and I saw that it was marked. And I told my daughter, like, grab every one of those. So we just started grabbing. I think it was like 8 in all, like just piled the cart with these big plastic horses. They are from the, I think they're, correct me if I'm wrong, 70s. Yeah, 1970s. Paid about $4 a piece. And I already sold one of them that I mean, this one sold like within an hour of me listing it. It sold for $55. Item number 221256603231. These are from a Best of the West, Johnny West, a cowboy, you know, play set thing. I've got the rest of them listed. I've got watchers, haven't had bites yet. They're all over the place, but I have so much room to move in these profit-wise that I know they're going to sell eventually, and at some point, if they haven't sold, they're going to get run at auction and probably sell pretty good there too. So that was a definite score. It just took me a while to get them listed. I'm picking up on that though, guys. I got to tell you, now that I'm getting listings up again every day, I got some help again that sales are picking up. Sales are definitely picking up. All right, so I got some stuff on the desk. It's getting dark in here. Hopefully my light, we got weird thunderstorms coming through. Let me just break stuff here. All right, there I am. I'm back. So you guys probably recognize what these are, some of you. You guys tell what these are? They're pins, brooches. They are micro mosaics. And let me show you this one. This one's really nice. See if it'll focus. If I hold really still, it'll focus here. If I take my face out, it'll focus. Or not. Come on. There we go. So I don't know if you guys can see, but those are all little tiny pieces of glass. These are done with little glass pieces, painstakingly put together. Most of them come from Italy. In fact, I think all the ones I found have come from Italy. They're micro mosaic. That's a really important keywords there for selling these. They can sell into the hundreds of dollars, and it tends to be the more intricate the pattern, the more detail, you know. You can see ones that are kind of clunky and you really see the glass pieces when you're looking at those. Are not going to be very expensive, but when you just look at it, like you look at that and the picture just all kind of blends and it's so nicely put together, you're going to get more money for those. This one I'm probably going to put it about $100. They go up from this one even. Some of them are just absolutely amazingly gorgeous. Many of them are Victorian. One of the things, look at the pin back, look at the way that this is put together. This is definitely a vintage pin back. I don't know if you guys can see, it's the kind that just kind of slips under there kind of crudely. You can't see, there we go. Kind of a crude pin back, okay? I just sold something. This one is marked. No, this one is not marked. The other one is marked. Usually they're marked made in Italy or Italy. Usually just say Italy. See if I can. Now this one, the pin back is broken. So I got a really, really good deal on it. Focus, but I don't know if you can see the little tiny mark right there. It's just marked Italy. Okay, so this one, I bought these both at the same place, a little antique store when I was up in Seattle. and he sold me this one for 10 bucks and this one for 8 bucks. He goes, yeah, that one's broken. I'll knock a couple bucks off. I was fine with that. This one to me is not as exciting, you know, but somebody's going to just love that orange. It's still going to do well. It's probably going to be a $50 bill. Plus, really easy to ship. Really easy to ship. Gotta love that. So keep a lookout for those because the more intricate they are, I'm telling you guys, they sell in the hundreds of dollars. Hundreds. Hundreds. Yeah, those didn't come from Savers. Those came from an antique store. So always in antique stores, you know, peruse those little display cabinets with all the jewelry. You never know what you're going to find. All right. So last week at the auction, I got all this stuff behind me. They had a whole shelf lot of these little vintage nightlights. I mean, there was like, the shelf was full of other stuff too, some figurines and all kinds of, but there was five vintage nightlights. And doing a little research, there's another one up. Doing a little research, I found that they sell for about, 30, 40 bucks a piece. So for me, that's a ka-ching because I write the first one up and then it's sell similar, sell similar, sell similar. So it's almost like selling a bunch of the same thing because I have to change very little in the listing. I can get those listed in no time at all. I paid $25 for the lot. Yes. And I have a bunch of stuff I'm actually taking to my daughter's this weekend to go do a yard sale. I'll probably sell the rest of it for, close to what I paid for the whole shelf. So, yeah, don't feel like you have to list everything you get in a lot. Cherry pick it. Pick out the stuff that is worth your time to list. Let the rest of it go, even if you donate it back somewhere. Just let it go, because that stuff will just drain your good time away that you could be listing better stuff. Okay? All right, now, let's see. Hang on. Let me bring this over. See, this is what's good about not being tethered with a headset, because I can go get this stuff for you. All right. So the auctioneer is really funny. I'm pretty good friends with my auctioneer and his wife, and I put a bid on this, and the auctioneer was saying that when he put it up for sale, he goes, you know what? I thought that was junk. I didn't think anybody was going to want that thing. I bid $25 and won it. And the back doesn't even look like it's, anything special, right? This looks like a plain old Declaration of Independence transferware. This is transferware, by the way, guys. This is transferware. These sell for about $200 to $250. I got it for $25. Yeah, Danny will take that. And then speaking of plates, now generally I say stay away from collector plates, right? But there are some plates that do really well still. These are known as cabinet plates. And I'm going to show you the difference between a cabinet plate and a portrait plate. So this is a cabinet plate. These plates generally came with depictions of pieces of fine art that they just transferred onto these plates. This one actually has a mark that is trying to mimic Royal Vienna. It is not Royal Vienna. This beehive mark, it was used to make a lot of people think some of these things were better than they were, because if you ever find the true beehive mark of Royal Vienna, you've got a major score. Major score. Yes, I am saying cabinet plate, just like that, Barb. So these are, and I know in the listing I have the artist because I looked it up, but two very similar, and I actually paid about 25, 30 bucks a piece for these plates and have them listed. I don't remember which ones I listed for what, but anywhere from $100 on it. Okay, here's another one. This one's cool because it's actually got handles. So it's more like a serving dish. It's double marked. So one mark would be for the blank, which is the plate before any artwork is on it, and then another one would be for the art that was put on it. This is actually the Three Graces is the name of this artwork. Very famous piece of art. And then here is a portrait plate. So a portrait plate is when there's actually the picture of a person that they put in the inner circle of the plate. And these can sell really, really high. This one is Beirut, another very good company. The other thing it's got going for it is the cobalt blue and the gold. And I was actually able to take advantage and put royalty in the subject line, which is a kind of a popular search right now. So I got to say royal, not so much because it was Royal Beirut, because it's only marked Beirut, but the lady is royalty, so I kind of played with words there a little bit to get it seen. And lastly, this one's about 12.5 inches in diameter. You'll notice it's that same Three Graces picture, but whenever you have an oversized plate, be sure you use the word charger in your title as well as plate, because these large oversized plates are known as chargers as well, and the word charger means more money. I think I have this one listed for about $150. Yep. So you can be on the lookout for those types of plates. Those types of plates do still bring good money. Let's see, what else did I want to show you? Oh, I got one last thing since I'm running over. I'll save you another one. So we often talk about whether to list damaged items or not. So this is a Yadro. This particular Yadro, I want to say, my husband calls these lardos, so that's stuck in my brain. Yadro. This particular piece brings upwards of $300. But this one has a broken finger. Nobody wanted it. I was the only one that bid. I opened the bid at $25. I won her for $25. So I'm going to list her in auction format once I get some similar type items up. I'm going to list this in auction format starting at $49.95. And that is going to pull in a lot of traffic to my store. Even if she only brings the $50, I will have made money because I do charge shipping. How much should you pay? I'm thinking you mean pay for Yadros. Yadros are all over the board. It's going to depend on the piece. This is a nice big piece, and if it was fully intact, it would be $300. What does the mark look like? Let's show you. Ta-da! They do say Yadro on the bottom. Okay. Now, there is another form of figurines that are a branch of Yadro called Nao, N-A-O. Those sell also, not as high as Yadros, but definitely don't pass them by. I'm hoping she brings $100, $150, even with that broken finger. I think she will, so I'll get her listed and I'll let you know. So some of the things I bought today that I'll be showing you next week are, swag lamps, mid-century, cool glass globe swag lamps. I got one at the thrift store yesterday for $20 minus 30%. And then I got one at the auction today for $25. So those are awesomely cool. Actually, one of them's still in my car. Cabbage Patch dolls. You guys, those things still sell. If you find Cabbage Patch dolls in their box, they're still upwards of $100. Pick those up. I got some collector Barbie dolls. I got 5 collector Barbie dolls for $50, one of which is Mary Poppins, who brings $50 all on her own. So that was cool. Oh, and I got the most awesome Blenko floor vase. It's huge. It's like 3 feet tall. I got that for $50. So that's some of the stuff I'll be showing you. I'm going to try to make some videos this week. I'm going to do an auction roundup, hopefully, and a thrift store roundup. Show you all the stuff that I'm not able to show you on the show because I can't fit it in this little area of my webcam. But I'll take a video and show you some of this stuff.